money and clout will make some hoes do some crazy things.
Man, I mean, that'll make anybody do some crazy things.
Yeah, that's true.
I ain't gonna just say
they
like,
do
you know
anything for clout.
They do
Bitch.
anything for clout, and that is gonna be the topic, yo. They do anything for clout.
Relax.
Diamonds on fleek, bitch ain't talking about heat.
They do anything for clout.
Okay. Relax.
Anything.
Yes, he does.
What's going on, y'all? We back in here another episode. We're gonna discuss something that we talked about, which is funny. We mentioned this on the first episode about your boy, Adam Boy, 6ix9ine.
It's not Treyway no more.
Anywho, we're gonna go ahead and do the introductions and not waste any more time because y'all been watching this. We've been watching it. We've been seeing the memes, and we're gonna talk about it. So, y'all already know, TJ.
It's your boy Jerdo.
Welcome to the foe. It's your boy DJ ASAP Jubilant in the cut like my emotions this past week.
We need to talk. My God, that was sad.
Jacob,
like,
I need your
sorry to hear that.
mental health services that you offered in the
like
episode that we never aired.
I got you, bro. I got you.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I just smell hella cherry.
Hey y'all, one day we gotta drop that episode.
Is that the all red pack?
Yeah.
Smart. He know good flavors. Finally, last but least, it's the one and only stupendous Jacoby Watson.
Stupendous.
And y'all thought I wasn't gonna have
nigga,
one.
what?
Look at that. Y'all are ready to go.
Wow.
But
Right.
yeah.
We're not gonna talk about our shenanigans because we've been doing that already. We gotta talk about this man, Tekashi 6ix9ine's shenanigans from last year to this year and what's going on currently.
The rise and the fall.
The rise
of
and
6ix9ine.
the fall.
They gotta make a movie about this.
Snapchat's supposed to be making a
I can't-
To be
documentary
honest
I
with you,
can't-
some years later they probably will.
He gonna get bank off of it.
I can't lie.
in jail.
Right.
He not gonna be in jail.
Honestly, not even some years down. Low key, like a solid. When he gets out, a solid 6 months.
He can put it in production.
They can put it in production. They could have it in production right now. Because really, it could be a whole documentary.
All right, well, we're going to get to the after post stuff. So we got to talk about the current stuff first because we can't talk about what, you know what I'm saying? So, Adam, since this is one of your favorite artists and you pretty much are
Not
saying
one of my
nothing.
favorite artists, but I
That's
fuck with
nigga,
it.
cap.
nigga, hoe, nigga, bitch.
But
nigga,
we going
bitch,
to keep the
nigga,
same
bitch.
energy.
It's like, no.
I want you to pretty much give a brief explanation to those who are still living on a rock and don't know what is fully going on. Just give a good summary of
I got you.
the start to where we're at today.
Okay, so basically,
Boom.
that man Tekashi 6ix9ine popped on the scene. Well, he was already making music, but he wasn't live. But he popped on the scene with that song Gummo, in which this is how he met the 9 Trey Gangsters, aka Treyway. His original manager introduced him to Shotty. He joined the gang for marketing purposes and clout. He even admitted that in court.
What gang did he join?
9 Trey Gangsters.
Okay.
The Bloods. So, anyway, I'm not a blood.
Oh my God! Wow.
But anyway,
target.
Gummo came out. He was starting to rise to fame and got hyped. And then, he hit after hit after hit after hit. But while getting all these hits, more gang shit happened. Long story short, they got caught up in a RICO case, racketeering case.
Hot.
Which
Emergency
holds
here with the
a
RICO.
charge of what? 47 to life?
Oh, yeah.
Something
his
like that.
charge.
47 to life?
Because he's got a couple racketeering charges, bro.
Yeah. So basically, the whole organization got took down by the FBI, starting from when they found the gun in Tekashi's hideout.
Yikes.
Now,
Yeah.
Literally.
Because I
hate
didn't
to
want
see
to
it.
go on for too long about it, because it's a whole lot of nonsense.
It's a lot.
It
But that was a good summary. So
It
now they just did the whole case trial, last week?
yeah, court trial.
Court trial.
Yep.
And they've been talking about it, and, a lot of names got brought up.
That man in there singing like a bird.
Yep.
Yeah.
I respect it.
We're going to get to the
We gonna get to that. That's
it.
I was like, we gonna get to that.
So, yeah, a lot of names was being mentioned.
Jim
from Jim Jones to
Cardi
Cardi B
B.
to, some of his own gang people. Of
Shotty.
course, Shotty.
Yup, who?
Shoddy.
Okay, that makes sense.
And for those who don't know, Shotty, his former manager, got sentenced to what? 15 years in
He got 15 because he
years in
took a
prison.
plea.
Yep.
Crazy, man.
15 years.
Yeah, this is where we're at. So, recent news that we've been seeing lately is everyone's been talking about, can 6ix9ine still have a career while being under witness protection? However, as we did talk about that on our first episode, recent news updates us with 6ix9ine don't want witness protection. He claims
he chooses not to have.
He chooses to rather continue the nonsense he was living without witness protections. No, now I want us to break. I'm gonna break down the discussion topics one by one so we can stay on track and not get too off. So first thing I wanted us to talk about is, do you guys think he is doing the right thing as of now, or for himself? Do you guys feel like what he's doing in terms of being in court, testifying, doing all these said actions? Are you okay with this? Like basically him telling.
Absolutely.
Why?
So I'm okay with it because now it'd be different if the gang he was with held him down. But the problem that I see that brings me to the point of this snitching in this certain situation being okay, the people who he was supposedly down with and ganged with, they were extorting him. They kidnapped him. They have robbed him multiple times.
Doing him dirty.
And they took all his chains.
Yep.
In exchange for his life.
Fornicated with his baby mother several times.
Messed with his baby mama multiple times. And I'm just like,
and they
why
said
would
they was
you
gonna kill him?
That too. They got him on
did.
wiretap saying they was gonna kill him. So why would you hold it down and not tell on these niggas who been doing you dirty this whole time?
And I agree with that part of the statement, but the reason I'm on both sides of the fence because of the fact it's kind of like making an adult decision. You made a commitment. You know what I'm saying? You knew what you was getting yourself into. So now that you've been caught, you need to face these consequences. And what I don't like about it is, why are you bringing other members of the gang that's not involved? What do Jim Jones got to do with the situation? What do Cardi B got to do with the situation? Why? Like,
yeah. Okay.
So Jim Jones is the one who said he should get super violated. He was the one on wiretap who said that.
Oh.
And they just asked him, was he a part of the gang? And Cardi B, they were saying, did he copy Cardi B because she's a blood?
Right.
So the fact that she was a blood, they were like, so you didn't join a gang to get popular, to make music like Cardi B? And he was like, no, I know she a blood though, cause she a blood. Like, what, did you join cause she was a blood? No, but yeah, she's a blood. And you know the media love blowing shit out of proportion.
Yeah.
Cardi B blood. Woo, woo, woo.
Yeah.
We already knew that.
Yeah. So I'm 50-50 with it. Like I do support his decision to snitch in that situation because, again, like Adam said, if you got people that you think was down for you, supposed to be having your back, and they doing you wrong, I'm not about to do no jail time for y'all. Y'all got me messed up. Y'all got me messed up. Y'all got me messed up. But at the same time, I also disagree. Not so much because that's a grown decision. Like it was his decision to sign up with the Bloods. It's his decision. Not so much that I disagree with the way he went about it. And the reason I'm saying that is because you would think, because you got to remember, there were points in the case where he was talking about, I'm scared to like make certain moves because he's got to look out for the protection of his family and his people, and that is a completely understandable reason. So why is it now? So why is it now when we get to this point and you dropping all these names? Where did that concern for your family go? Because you have to think, and this is going back into, again, if y'all think, he denied the witness protection.
He said he was going to hire a 24/7 service.
First off,
I mean, it's possible.
I mean, it's possible for him to get.
Is that enough though?
Yeah, and I'm not going because I don't want to say too much because this goes off of this conspiracy theory video with that Ebro had.
Did.
Yeah, and we all, like I said, that's gonna get into later. But just like, I mean, it's like, again, I understand in that situation, if it was me, yeah, I'm a snitch because I'm not about to do no jail time for people that done did me wrong and then double cross me like that. Yeah, but at the same time, I feel like he just like, if he wants people to like kind of understand where he's coming from, he needs, because you have to think he has not publicly like taken account for like, I mean, again, he can't really he can't really do it at the moment. But I mean, like, you could have like, if we're able to get these like statements from in the court, I feel like they'll be able to, like, hey, someone be like, hey, are you like, how, you know what I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know.
See, the only reason he can't do that because of the type of case it is.
See, from my end, I'm more on Malik's side. Like, I'm like, honestly, my whole thought process, like, I get what you're saying, Adam. You are definitely correct. Why would I want to go down for some people that's not trying to hold me up?
Literally,
my thing is, keep that same energy, fam. You came into the game talking reckless. You said you was invincible. You let your nuts drag. You let your nuts hang.
Posted up on old block.
Old block. You, like, you know what I'm saying? All that trouble you did. You kept all that high energy. Now when hit the fan, and the crazy thing is like Charlemagne, DJ Envy,
Fat Joe.
A lot of people was telling him like, "Yo, fam, you might want to slow down. Like, you really fooling. Like, you need to chill." Nah, bro, I'm invincible. Can't nobody see me, bro. Like, I just be doing so much stuff, man. It's just crazy. I'm just like, all right. So he already thinks no one can touch him. All until that Breakfast Club interview, and then he was like, "The only two things I fear is God himself and the FBI." And shortly after that, what happened? Got him for racketeering charges right after that interview. Like, literally not even a couple, like, literally
It was
like a
literally
day.
like 3 days later.
Yeah, like instantly. They was already on to him. So to me, I'm just like, bro, like, keep that same energy. Like, yeah, you can snitch all you want, but at the end of the day, you came in hoopla, blood, whoop, 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 all that.
He did.
Bro.
That is
So-
true.
That's just how I feel about it.
That is
Like,
true.
keep that same energy, bro. Like, don't try to switch up now because they was against you and they was actually using you, and we didn't really know that at the time. But still, like, you was still repping them, you was still doing stuff with them, and you did it. It's like making a deal with the devil. You know what I'm saying?
It is.
When they did the Gummo video, he never met them Bloods till that day.
Yeah.
Literally.
His manager introduced him to him,
Yeah, Shotty was
Billy.
like, "Oh, bet."
who went to jail.
Paid all.
Billy, all of them. They was like, "Bet." Here
paid
goes
them
Shotty,
all
all
on
of
the
them.
spot.
You know what I'm saying? You know, they like being in videos. Oh, I get to show my flag and guns and what? Bet. Snap. So by that point, he was just like, he literally said in the court, like, yeah, I did that because I wanted my video to jump, and it was a success, which it was. I'm not gonna take that from him. However, with great actions come responsibility, and by that point,
fair enough.
he was, you know what I'm saying. And now look,
Yeah,
now
I think
everything
it was
don't flip.
Yeah, I think it was a Power 105 interview he did on Ebro in the morning. He was like, "I used to pray to God, please change my life. Please change my life.
Yeah.
I needed to change bad." And he said that literal next day, Gummo just blew up.
I was surprised when Gummo blew up. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I knew
wasn't.
it was bubbling. Like when I first heard of 6ix9ine, I heard Poles with him and
yeah.
Trippy, and they had another song with him and I think Uno, the activist.
I think so.
Yeah, I heard that one. I was like, who is this yelling dude? Like, I didn't think that was gonna pop. Then I heard Gummo, and I was like, oh, okay, this better. I was like, you know what I'm saying? Then I started hearing it at functions. Then I started hearing it at places. I'm like, oh, this actually going up. And then, he was like, okay, bet. Cuda, boom.
On site.
Bet. Fifi, boom.
On site.
Bet. But like, was just going crazy.
And then dropped a whole album after that.
Yeah, and I was just like, dang,
It was
bro.
on site.
I was like, all right, like, he doing his thing, like, but... okay, with that being said, what do you guys think is going to happen from here? Like, even though he's declining witness protection,
Well,
do you think he still might take it? Like, honestly, I'm going to just be real. Let's just have this conversation. Forget everything else. Do y'all think this man can still have a music career?
absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
All right, who want to go first?
I will.
So, you
I'm gonna go first because I ain't gonna go into depth like how you gonna do it. He can still have a music career because of this fact. No matter how much the media downplays, no matter how much negativity is spewed about this man, at the end of the day, he still has his core fans, and them core fans probably that still been bumping Fifi, still been bumping Kuda, still been bumping Gummo to this day. Kiki too, bro. They have been bumping this.
Tati Live.
They have been bumping this all day. There is no way that his whole entire fan base could be against him the minute he gets out. Because the minute he gets out, they're gonna be looking like, okay, well, if you ain't on witness protection, you talking about you going back to music. When your next trap about to be? Where the next single at? Because we've been waiting on it. He's still gonna have clout, and he's still gonna have a music career. Will it be to the
Like the
heights
level it was before?
heights that he has been before? No,
It's
no,
gonna be bigger,
no
in
way.
my
He
opinion.
will. It will. Here's the thing: if his fan base ends up bigger after him being released before then, it will take some time. It will not be. It won't be. I don't think it would be. He will have more clout at the end of the day, but it will not be an instantaneous thing. While yes, he is still gonna have fans. He still is gonna have to prove himself to a lot of people. He gonna have and you gotta think now that he ain't got the Bloods on his back. We really because like think about it. Where was his music before the Bloods?
Fair enough.
It was bubbling, but it
Like,
didn't
it was-
bubble the way like
No,
that
it ain't
did.
going. It's
Yeah,
not
it
about
didn't
the.
jump.
It's not going to hit the same. It's going to hit to. It's going to come back up, but it's going to take some time before he can like get to where he was before.
Malik, I see you folding your arms. What you?
So, my thing is, what is he gonna talk about? Because all his music is about gangbanging, violence,
Yeah.
doing all that other stuff.
Yeah.
Now he could talk about, dang, I was really down for this, and then they did me wrong. Trust who you know, but I'm not gonna hold you up. I'm not trying to hear that from 6ix9ine. for multitudes of reasons. And on top of that, you can make maybe an album off of that one subject, but ain't nobody gonna want to hear that all the time. Like, you brought this on yourself. So I'm not gonna say get over it, but you brought this on yourself.
I agree with that. You brought this.
Okay.
I can agree with that.
I think.
Go ahead.
I don't know, bro. Dude, just.
And I'll tell you another thing. I don't know. I mean, y'all into the music industry. Y'all know where the most of their money come from. Concerts.
And guess what? He is not allowed to perform at a lot of those.
Not even that.
He had to go overseas pretty much, even when he was hot. So think now. And it goes back to what Jacob was saying. He has to get people's trust or like get that game. Like pretty much 6ix9ine lost a lot of respect from a lot of people. Not even.
See, okay, so here's my thing.
I know what you're gonna say. You're gonna say he's gonna use this to his favor, and he's gonna use that.
I was gonna say he never had the respect of the Bloods, which is.
I'm not talking about Bloods.
No, I'm just saying. That's what I'm saying. People not gonna be on his head like everyone think they are, because those set of Bloods that he was with are known as dirty Bloods, as in a lot of people don't fuck with them because of the actions that they take. So, for example, and another thing about the snitching, to clarify, the only people he snitched on are the people who kidnapped him. But anyway, his career is gonna blow up even more, because I feel like while a lot of people in the hood and the people who are into the street life or understand the street life, they're gonna downplay him, but there's still a whole wide array of audience that don't give no fucks about it and would have snitched too, such as the majority of Caucasian people.
Yeah.
So they gonna kill his music when he come out. And then off rip, you know what he said when he went to Breakfast Club the first time? It's gonna be our #1 interview. When he get out, he gonna go back to the Breakfast Club, and guess what? It's gonna be his #1 interview.
Okay.
You know how many people gonna want to watch that?
No. I see.
Okay, that point,
I see what John.
It's just gonna make his clout grow more,
I see what
because while he did this and this snitching and it's not okay for the hood, for the industry, someone going through the RICO charges and all this, even though he snitched his way out, the fact still remains he went through that. People still gonna want to listen to that music.
And that's what I'm saying, though. How long am I going to want to listen to you be in one case?
Because you can't talk about the stuff you used to talk about anymore. Because now that we know you be telling and this and that, half of the stuff, you done lost your street cred. You done lost all of that.
On top of that, you
can't talk about killing people. You can't talk about robbing.
Because now he going to be like, dang, the feds really watching now.
Yeah.
So, like.
See.
Ain't no more none of that.
But a lot of rappers capping they rap.
That's also true. But
that's a big problem, though.
Got him in his situation.
His capping failed him.
Failed him.
Big Draco.
I won't even see. Well, they were building a case on the 9 Trey anyway. 6ix9ine just helped further that case faster because it was out.
Did we not forget that he still has this whole situation with the whole underage woman and everything?
Yeah,
he beat that case.
He did beat that case. But
okay, but it ain't gonna take long. It ain't
gonna.
Oh, we're gonna see how long that lasts.
So
I mean, that case is pretty much gone with this federal case here.
It's on thin ice with the whole music industry and on the justice side.
You have
not on the justice side no more because he cooperated with the feds.
Okay,
it doesn't matter.
Because you have not even on the justice side, because we're gonna get into that in a second. Musically, you have to think right now. Baby already said in a recent interview he not gonna work with 6ix9ine after with everything.
That's another thing I said. Who wouldn't work with him anymore?
You gotta
niggas who want that money.
Yeah, okay, but
because everybody gonna say, "Oh, I'm not gonna work with him because he a snitch." But until they get that check that say drop a verse on this.
But here's the thing though. Here's gonna be the issue with the music, because this is also something that, because going back to what Malik said, if because like I said, 80% of his rap is cap. Everybody knows it now.
A large portion is cap.
Now,
I mean, it wasn't cap at the time.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. With everything that's been said, done, and we know about up to this point, I'm gonna say for 6ix9ine to release new music, he will need at least 2 months. And the reason he needs at least 2 months is because he needs to go back and he has to think, okay, what can I make? What angle do I can I take? What sound can I get into that doesn't make it seem that I'm still on this gang shit, that all I really care about? But at the same time, because he can't make no real thought provoking shit. He has to find
I ain't listen to that man.
He has to have
has
to have a middle. He has to find that middle ground.
He does have to find.
And if he doesn't find that middle ground within at least 2 months, because he can at most he can drop at least 2 singles that he had before he got locked up. At least them 2. that
he
will
gotta
hold
get a whole new team.
Yeah,
He fired his team from before.
He got to get a whole new everything.
He has to rebrand everything and have
It's gonna
people
be
that
a-
still want to work with him to do it.
people not about to look for this nigga for a verse for a couple months. Simple as that.
Yeah.
Facts.
Simple as that. He ain't about to see no money from no music for a couple months.
I think the people that might be looking for a verse from him are not going to be that wealthy, so he might just have to take what he can get.
On God.
Honestly.
So,
On God.
But man, I don't know. I can't envision him trying to make a big comeback from this.
Same.
You know what I'm saying?
I
Like, I
agree.
just don't see it. I don't see it happening.
He can't
Now-
talk about the same stuff he's
And
been talking
the
about.
point I was making about him doing shows admit whoever. If it's, let's say, for whatever reason, one of the non-trade Bloods beat
Even
that
him
case,
touring's dangerous. Right?
bruh, that is dangerous, bruh. He could literally die at any point in time now.
On the way to the event, at the event, leaving the event.
But that's why he
Okay.
gonna have 24/7 security.
Adam, how far does that go?
See, now
Well, in
here's
his
how-
situation,
here's the thing. Here's
while
the
he
thing.
might not want WITSEC, the government go add some assistance to that.
Here's the thing, though, because this goes back to this Ebro video I was talking about. So because I don't know if y'all watched it, but
I
basically Ebro was talking about because he was like talking. So basically, the main theory is this: what if Tekashi was a fed from the
whole
jump?
time.
From the jump.
That'd be
And
And
live.
the reason that they said that, and the reason because I was watching it, and this was because it threw me off. Cause like, wow, how could he be a fed? How could he have been a fed from the jump? So before he met Shotty, his previous manager,
Billy.
Billy, they were heavy. They were with gangs, but they were on the Crip side of things. They weren't on the Blood side of things. He was running with the Crips for a little bit, and basically Billy introduced him to Shotty and and because like they said, because they actually paid like they because like when he paid Shotty and them for the Gummo video, he said they didn't even use that much money. They paid more. They gave
just
him
bought a bunch of red flags.
They bought not even red flags. They bought him weed. They
Yeah,
had like
bags of weed,
they
that's
had
it.
bags. He had bags of weed, and he just gave it to him like, here's your payment. And they was like, all right, cool, we be in your video. So now think about it like this,
Niggas.
because think about this, because remember how y'all was talking about him being on that tour and him like calling out everybody in that major city.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, really, when you think about it, what person would why would you do that? Like in the city. Now thinking about it from an after case perspective, why would you do that? Why would you go around and why would you also decline witness protection? Why would in this kind of scenario with him being in this case, what right mind? Why would you want to?
So
Here's my one flaw with that.
Are you saying
Bruh.
that you think that Tekashi 6ix9ine went undercover, bro?
I'm not saying I don't think that is true,
This is my thing.
but it's like I said. If you watch this 9-minute video, when you hear it, you are gonna be sitting there thinking like well, now that he put it like that,
Listen,
Tekashi
this is my thing. I'm not
undercover
saying
crip,
that's wrong or like my only flaw or loophole.
I
is
just think it's a nice
when
theory.
at what point would he decide to go undercover? You know what I mean? Like what point?
For what for though?
And for what for?
Well, actually,
They
nah,
were building
no.
a RICO case against him for like 8 years prior.
This is because
Nah, dude living too rack. Nah, dude living too
I
rack
was
to be
thinking.
undercover.
Here's the
Come
thing.
on now.
I was thinking the same
He was
thing.
living too rack.
Ebro was talking about. See, when it don't seem like there was a perfect opportunity, there low key was because like Adam said before, the government's already been building a case against the non-trays. They've been building a case. What if they went to Tekashi first, talking about, well, if you can help us get these niggas,
But why him out of everybody though?
Exactly.
My thing is,
Because think about it like this: if you were the government and you had to choose anybody to be an undercover fed, do you think Daniel Hernandez would have been anybody's first guess?
no.
Not
But like,
really.
what about that makes him come? This is my
Because
thing.
he from New York, so it was one of those things where like he can blend in easily. Let's see what else. He already was talking that gang shit before he was with the gang.
Pop out at your body.
And he wrote Gummo like prior and then wanted to get Bloods in the video.
Yeah. Now, this is my theory. Now that you have mentioned that, what if Tekashi is actually like a Crip and his set and the non-trade Bloods was
Oh my
beefing?
God.
They was
You
like,
going-
we about to take him
let's-
down
I
from the
think we done
inside.
turned too
Because
left.
this is why we can't be talking about theory videos because then
I'm just
it
saying,
just go
though.
from one.
Nah,
to
I just thought of something. Like, let's say he do get out. Let's say he whatever he chooses.
getting out.
Okay.
Yeah, he's gonna get out.
Alright,
It's just not-
Whether he chooses the witness protection or not, and he still decides to perform whatever.
He got to
Would he
make it out
still
the courthouse
technically
first.
be allowed to perform all the same songs he was doing
He can't
before?
say. Well, I don't know.
Like
'cause-
Gummo and like some of the not the big, but I'm talking about the underground hits that got
Like
him on.
Kiki.
Well, you
Like-
know, at a point in time, he wasn't allowed to say Treyway no more.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So he might have to cut that out of all his
It's
songs.
freaking three-way.
or anything that has to do with them. He has to
But
disassociate
the problem is
himself.
a lot of the songs had to do. Even got Shotty doing an intro on Billy.
Yeah.
That song live.
It's just so loud. Like that's what that song made me want to do.
I think it's slow for dude. I mean, he can get out, but in terms of his music career, I just don't really see it prospering that well.
What
Like
if he don't even make it out the courthouse?
he can get the clout. He can definitely get the clout. He can get all the talk.
I won't-
But this is my biggest reason why I feel like it's slow for him. In the hip hop community, if you lose respect, it's slow.
Yeah.
It's very
I
hard
mean,
to
it's-
he
get
got
that.
snitched.
No, you don't understand
Okay,
what I
but
mean
here-
by like the amount of slow it gets.
T.I.
in
did
in
lose
the-
a little respect for a while.
Like for some people, like if you lose that respect in the hip hop community, like
have
you
to-
really
you gotta-
get dismissed.
You
like,
gotta go.
very
You have to
hard.
go overdrive
Like,
to get that. To get it. To try and
Honestly,
get a back.
I just feel like a lot of the hip hop community is gonna be like, yeah, look at this
Facts.
clown,
Facts.
straight
and,
clown.
And to point that out, T.I. situation was different because of course it happened to Cincinnati.
He had 500 guns.
But wait, are you talking about when?
I'm talking about when he was in jail for only a year for 500 guns.
Oh,
And you know what's funny though?
Yeah, I do remember that.
And it's funny that y'all speak about T.I. because he actually did an interview like a month ago.
And he
And
said they'd be accepted back in the hood.
Yep. And
He said most people be snitching anyway.
and he said because he was saying it from the standpoint of like, yeah, he snitched but you bet you go in the party, you hear Gummo, you ain't gonna go start turning up. And I was like, I mean, he got a point.
People
Like,
still gonna turn up to the music.
people still gonna turn up to the music, but I think the better wording for this is that in terms of him gaining new traction for his music career, that's slow.
And then get this. It's gonna be a new bandwagon. It's already a bandwagon now, but it's gonna be a new bandwagon on. 6ix9ine be snitching. His music ain't incredible now. Now he just all cat. And it people that don't even be listening to 6ix9ine, they just gonna just follow the wave.
Yeah.
And if it's a large enough people, you know what I'm saying? Then the
See-
wave gonna come in and he gonna drown.
Now, for
Chris
that,
Splash.
I feel like when he does get out, off rip, he gonna have to hit all the interviews, or he gonna hit Breakfast Club.
How
gonna
much
have
can
to.
he even talk about even after it though?
A lot. Well, okay. Well, to
Come
an
on,
extent.
you know what I'm saying? And then
To an
if he
extent.
keep explaining more stuff, everybody he telling even more. Come
I
on,
mean,
what you got for me?
he at least has to give his perspective, and that might change some people's opinions on why he did what he did.
But a lot of people are still stubborn about the matter,
Here's
or
That's
they think
just
like how
niggas,
me
though.
and
And
how they
here's-
think like how me and Malik think. We get it. You snitched because you had to do it for yourself reasons to get out of that. However, you
chose-
came in the game on mess.
You knew what
But
you
us,
was
he
you gotta
doing.
stay on
didn't
that.
join
I
the
think-
gang for the gang activities. He joined the gang for marketing.
But he still joined what
The gang.
in the discussion.
Okay.
But wait. They even said it on multiple wiretaps. He was never part of the gang.
That's fine.
But he's a highly heavy affiliate.
He was never part. They didn't.
Affiliates.
Only people who fucked with him in the gang was Shotty.
It doesn't matter. He was
Everybody
still,
else was extorting him and doing him dirty.
and
the whole gang.
he was still with them.
because of Shotty.
Adam, you missing the point I'm saying.
Okay, I
Because of
understand.
Shotty, he was still with them.
here's
At
okay.
the end of the day, whether he a non-Trey blood or not, they're still going to consider him as an affiliate. Why is the reason this is why he's on the stand in court?
I'm gonna say it like I'm gonna let you go ahead first.
Okay, I was about to say you and some of you.
I can't.
I'm gonna just take it out again.
No, y'all can still hear you.
No, I can hear you. What are you
Oh,
talking about?
You just
Okay.
not close.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
you just wasn't
My
close to the
bad,
mic.
my bad. But you and four homies, y'all right into the.
Then he went out.
Yep.
Oh, because you started doing that. Hold on. Now, okay, hold on. Go now.
Hello.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello. You and four homies. Let's say y'all ride to the store. One of your homies decide he gonna rob the store. You ain't got nothing to do with it. But guess what? If that car get pulled over, guess who going
All
down?
four of y'all.
All four of y'all.
Guilty
That's-
by association.
See,
That's the
in
point
that
I'm making.
situation,
Guilty by
I
association.
wouldn't snitch in that situation because I had nothing to do with it. Because I would take that bitch to trial. I'm taking it to trial and getting my name clear because I wasn't in the action.
You was still
But you
with
wouldn't snitch though.
No,
him. You was
Why-
still with him.
I wouldn't say anything in that situation because at the same again, this is where the snitching thing that switches the whole situation for me. The fact that they weren't down for him, they weren't his friends, they weren't his niggas. Why would you hold them down? what sense does that? That's some
I'm,
dumb nigga thinking right there.
And I agree with your statement at that point. But my thing is what me and Tim been saying this whole time.
He brought this to
you should have
himself.
knew they wasn't down in the first place. When
Facts.
they start extorting you, you should have been like, I shouldn't be around these niggas.
But
no
he
more.
couldn't do anything about it at that point.
But whose fault is that? Didn't nobody tell you to go get involved with the game to blow up?
You right. He did everything for clout, and that is his fault. He did everything for clout, and it bit him back. But
There it is.
But what he
Karma's
did for
blood.
Clout did not call for him to get kidnapped, to get
That is
extorted,
true. That's true.
to get
That was
robbed by
extreme.
your
I'm
niggas
not-
who are
I'm not-
supposed to be marketing
I
for
feel
you.
you.
They're robbing you. They're beating you. They're taking stuff from you. They're fucking your
Your
baby
baby
mama.
mama.
Like,
I'm not
That's not
justifying.
funny, but-
I'm not justifying. That's okay.
I mean, yes, he's stupid to
I'm
forget
just-
himself in this situation.
Yeah,
I
I'm just
will say
saying he
that.
put himself in this situation by wanting to use them to help boost. He made a deal with the devil.
Yeah.
Made a deal with the devil.
Yeah.
I feel like he agreed to the part that let him claim it, but he wasn't down for the life of it, and the members of the gang knew he wasn't down for the life
So they
of
took
it.
advantage of it.
They took advantage of it.
Facts.
But I blame them for that.
I mean,
you can't blame him for wanting to
I mean,
market. That's what all artists do. They market themselves. It's just as simple as that. Now, the way he chose to market it,
Bad idea. To
Horrible idea.
he's not the first to do that,
Well,
though.
hold on. I'm gonna retake that back.
Because
Because there are artists that
Yeah, I
have
was about to
marketed
say-
themselves as Bloods or whatever, but still can make it work. Because Wayne did it all the time. But like, it's how they go about doing it.
see, the difference is the members or the way they marketed themselves. The people who they marketed themselves with were genuine with them. They didn't extort them. They didn't try to take anything from them. They accepted them. The 9 Trey, they didn't accept 6ix9ine. They saw him as a lick, and they kept
Yeah.
taking his money.
Yeah.
That's my whole thing about it, because it's like, yes, he got himself in a situation, but he got himself in a situation for a different reason than they were thinking. He was thinking, okay, I can get these dudes to be in my videos all the time. I can claim they gang. All I gotta do is just pay them. I got money. I'm feeding y'all good, and y'all decide to harm me, kidnap me, do all this stuff to me, and I'm trying to help y'all, and y'all just trying to take advantage of me. That's the whole situation where I'm like, I kind of see why it's his fault, but at the same time, he didn't sign up for niggas to do that to him. He signed up to be marketed by this gang and to be accepted.
But
if you don't want to, like, if you're not in a gang and you want to pose like you in a gang, but you choose to go to the worst blood gang in the area to do said things,
I mean, he didn't know they was the worst blood.
that's why I'm saying
I
that's
mean-
the problem.
Adam.
I hear you. You bring a really good
You
like
are.
that.
You making very valid
That
points.
makes a lot of sense. Like I can agree with you on that. However, it all comes back to when he first met Shotty.
Fair
and
enough.
It all starts from
Shotty was
Gummo.
shiesty. He looked shiesty.
It
he
just-
looks shy.
He looked
Black-
real
it's just
shiesty.
straight black
The
Air
way
Force
he
One
look at him,
activity. Straight highly.
Bruh, you seen
Black
a court
Force
case that they
activity.
said he shot 5 people in one day?
I
Yeah.
heard. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
believe
know.
it. They was
See-
trying to set up Trippie Redd too.
Yup.
See,
I got a quick question for y'all. If the gang was actually down for him and they actually rolled for him and they didn't do all this bad shit to him, do you think he would have snitched still?
Yeah.
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 For the sake of his music career.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Boom.
what was you about to say, Jacob? Because I feel like he's about to make a valid point.
Because, like, I hear what Adam's saying, and it's like, I really want to be with you on this. But at the same time, at the end of the day, like, it's really like Tim and them saying, like, yeah, he did not join the Bloods for them to do him wrong in the manner that they did. Correct. But at the same time, he chose to join them. He knew even if he not a part of their lifestyle, he should have known from listening to music and understanding the media today. When you decide to join a gang, these are the possible repercussions that can happen if you take certain actions when you are a member of this gang. Now,
Or affiliate. Even if you're not a member, if you're
affiliated.
He's doing a good job not going down with him though. I give him that.
Here's the thing, and it wasn't until after, because I was watching because Cardi B had like a little mention, like she did like a little rant about what happens when you join a gang and things like that.
What was she saying?
She was kind of saying pretty much like, you chose to join a gang. She wasn't saying it to him. She was just speaking in a general term. She was just like, you chose to be in a gang. Like, if you choose to be in a gang, you know the codes to the codes to the basically. And right now, that is literally the code of the street is what's fucking up his career. The code of the street.
So
just
here's my thing though about the code of the street. So does the code accept niggas robbing their own and stealing from their own? Does the code accept that?
The streets is cold, regardless.
Exactly. The
Streets is
streets
grinding.
don't love nobody.
The
The
streets
streets
don't
don't love
love
nobody.
Everybody in
So
it
why
for
should he go
themselves.
down for niggas who don't love him? Why should he go down for something that don't
okay,
love
yeah, I
nobody?
see-
It
I
don't.
see what
It don't. It's relentless.
I don't
So-
picture for all the 6ix9ine.
Yeah.
Anybody that's
No,
in
'cause
a
like-
situation
But
like
he
him.
bringing
The
up
only
valid
reason I'm on
points.
his side mainly is because I'm a criminal justice major too.
Fair enough.
Okay,
Because
that's-
so
yeah.
I understand the law's perspective on it. So I'm like, I understand. And then from all the documents and all the wiretaps and everything, it's just adding on more to. He definitely should have snitched, or he was gonna go down. It's just.
I'm not saying it's bad for him to snitch.
And another, even if he didn't snitch, they had all the evidence without him.
Right.
Yeah, that's very.
They
He
said
just
they had
got
somebody
himself
else-
out of it.
Yeah, they said they had somebody else wired top too. When
I
they
think-
They had his
robbery.
driver wiretaps.
I just
Yeah.
think that like
Yeah.
really at this point, what 6ix9ine has to really kind of focus on and like aim his career towards is how can he get the majority vote back.
He has
I
to
think-
move
And
on
because
from this.
because here's
Yeah,
the
I think it needs
and
to be like a
it's
motivation.
all on-
But it's such a bad start for your
It
music
is.
career. Like it's not even like he built time up in his career to have other songs and other
did.
stuff.
He said,
You know, it was just instant bad deals, bad deals, bad deals.
Yeah.
Then this situation. Now it's like, okay, now what? Honestly, like he had a good run. He had a
I
good
don't
run.
I don't think
like I
he's
said
gone.
I don't think his
I think he'll
career
be back.
I don't think his
Nah,
career
it's over.
is over. But like I said, when you look at hip hop, because Adam, because this is something that you said earlier that I agree with you, but not fully. Yeah, he don't have the support of the white people, and because they shamelessly support anything that's just about good. But I'm sorry, white people.
So-
I didn't want to say it like that, but it's just how it is. But not all of y'all. Some of y'all, a majority. Here's the
I'ma
thing.
let you finish your
Here's the
point.
thing. If he's trying to focus his career back in hip hop, he got to win back the black vote.
That is very true.
And-
but I don't know though,
And
because
ain't allowed at the
that
cookout.
ain't about to
I don't
happen.
think he ever got an invite.
He not about to win the black vote. He not about to win the black vote back for some time. It's gonna take.
but were black people his main fans from the jump anyway?
That's
it was
also-
Actually,
half and
I
half.
know a good portion of Hispanics.
a good
also,
a good
I mean,
majority.
he's Hispanic.
Bro,
so
when
that
we
would
went
make
to
sense.
that Tory Lanez concert,
Yeah.
there
My
was a
homie,
lot of
my
Hispanic
homie
people
ride.
there. It was like-
My homie from work, he ride with 6ix9ine.
I just, like-
he like, bro. Even though he's snitched, bro, his music's still live.
He just if he wants his music career back, if he wants to get it back to at least to a tenth of what it was, he has to start making. He has to make smart play after smart play.
Yes.
When he
Yeah,
gets
It's
no-
all about
It's
his,
no room for
there
error.
is not. There's not
Not
one.
even the
There's not
slightest.
one margin
when
for
he get
error.
out, he gotta
has
control
to.
the narrative.
He can't be on
Here's the-
Instagram trying to
You know
do
what?
all that extra trolling.
You know what's gonna happen? You know what I think is gonna happen as a start to get his music career back up.
He
Back.
gonna start trolling on
No.
Instagram.
Because the first interview he gonna do. The first interview he gonna do is gonna be with Breakfast Club.
Yep.
Off
But
rip.
Charlamagne
Off
gonna
rip.
get on his
Here-
head top.
Here's what I bet you in that first interview. Watch him start apologizing to the
I
people
said the same
people he did wrong.
thing.
Because I bet you Funk Flex about to catch an apology. Ebro about to a lot of people about to start catching apologies.
He owed Fat Joe an apology.
Really?
I should have listened to you. My bad.
really, when he get out of prison, his first statement gonna have to be, "I apologize for my outburst." That needs.
Or he could still be ignorant and hop out and be like, yeah, you know, I snitched. You know, them non-Trey Bloods still in jail, though.
But here's
Oh, Eric,
here's the
that'll
issue.
be
But
real.
here's the
Dirty
Yeah.
fucking blood.
And if he do that, I'll be like, oh, he's a
if
hot boy.
So
bro.
here's
Like, he gonna
because
keep
this
that
is
same
my
energy.
this is my thing. If he chooses to go the ignorant route and get when
That'd
he
be
come back out,
live.
here's what no. If he chooses to go the ignorant route, then the only place that he needs to go to start getting his music is SoundCloud. He gonna have to go back to a SoundCloud. He can
do Apple Music.
He can do it, but people not gonna accept it as much. Like I don't know, like because the SoundCloud community they different from
They've
like
been going
they
down.
different from the.
And I ain't gonna
the
hold you. I'm
Apple
not about
Music.
to go through SoundCloud to listen to his music. So
I
that's
guarantee.
slow.
I don't know.
If
like,
he dropped the album when he get out, I guarantee it's gonna be number one.
I mean, yeah, because he's the
Yeah.
top right now. Yeah, you
Yeah.
right.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's
he's
what's
the
gonna
top
keep
right
his
now.
clout up. Even though whatever
Unless-
the situation is, any publicity is good
unless
publicity.
depending.
Well,
on
any
who else
publicity is
That ain't
good.
I'm not saying that ain't no
As
good.
far as for a music career, publicity still got your name in the media. That's making you money. As simple as that.
Although-
They talking about you, they're making you money.
Although in a general speaking, I do not. I really don't think it was his wisest move to decline witness protection.
Definitely
Only
not.
reason
wanna
why
keep
I think
doing
it's
music.
okay is because
What?
he doesn't really need it. Because a lot of gang members who were associated and affiliated with them, they knew their ways.
Adam, he still got other enemies.
He do.
Chicago still don't like him. People,
No.
you know, they still not
They
messing
not
with
gonna
him.
do nothing about it though. Because he I mean, they would have.
As long as he
they
don't go
did
out
something.
there. Nah,
He just gotta be smart about where he travel too, and how he travels.
But this is the thing I'm trying to make though. Like, yeah, you saying it from the point of like only New York and like people that's in his area or like closest to him would know. All I'm saying is all this publicity, he just need to not interact with the wrong people because the bandwagon side of people are going to still be on that same energy and be like, oh yeah, he got to get violated. He got to go.
Although then again, and then because I didn't even think about this because like when Tim's saying this, we don't know because I mean yeah he's had his enemies before everything happened.
It's that too.
New
He
enemies,
did have enemies from
new
before.
enemies could have been created because of this though.
Fair enough.
I agree.
But
New
he
enemies
has the
could have been
protection of the FBI even without WITSEC.
I'm
Here-
trying to tell you this.
Again, I'm gonna go back to my statement I said in the last previous video or whenever I said this. Niggas find a way to get around the government every time.
Not the
Why
FBI.
he get so angry?
Listen, no. I don't care how much FBI. I don't know.
The FBI a whole different level than
The
They are, but Jacob also making a point.
creativity of niggas going against the law. They will find a way to get around the FBI.
That's like
I don't care. I don't care how. I don't. No.
That's like
I
a
don't.
Why you think
Black
he said
Air
he
Force
feared the
Ones.
FBI? Because the FBI is that shit for niggas.
What
Niggas
is
can't do
above
nothing about the
Air Force
FBI.
Ones? What is above Air Force? Black
That's
Air
what I'm
Force
thinking.
Ones?
Like
Black
that's like
Tims?
those?
Black
not
Tims?
even Black Tim.
Nah,
It's gotta
nah.
be like I
Black
don't
Tim
even know.
activity?
Nah. It's
What's worse than Black Air Force Ones?
hold on.
And one activity. Say that
What?
That's how you know a nigga truly don't care about life if he
Or-
wear and ones.
In
My
2019?
professor wear N1s and a
Bless his-
dad
bless
jeans.
his feet.
What? What's worse than black? I mean,
We'll figure that out later.
Yeah, that's-
So let's go ahead and come to a conclusion and wrap this up
Yeah.
a bit. So with all discussions and whatnot being said,
Free 6ix9ine, man.
all right, well,
Until
that's
it's
Adam.
backwards.
you can say that. You can say that. I'm not saying it, but I mean it'll be like when he get out.
Shit,
That's
when
cool.
he come out, I'm gonna be
Let's
money bopping.
let's end off like this. Let's end off like this. If you had the chance to walk past the courthouse or the system, wherever he get released from, you see him coming down the steps. He's the first person you see.
Let me go.
And you actually have the chance to talk to this man for a brief moment. What is the first thing you're actually going to talk to him about?
I
This-
feel it, bro.
Bruh, no. This is what I'm going to say. Because this is honestly a very good representation to not only just what happens when you live in too recklessly, but for
They're using him as an example to
Yeah.
the fullest.
Oh, yeah.
But for
For the
any
fact.
kids, for whatever reason that might be watching this podcast or whatever, bruh, the streets do not love you.
Nope.
It be your own niggas.
Yup.
Truly.
And you just have to. Everything comes with a price, bruh. And karma is a motherfucker, boy.
That
I
is-
tell you, karma
that-
work on its own time.
Preach.
So
I tell you that
you don't know
amen.
when it's gonna come, but always know it's coming, bruh.
on facts.
And that's when he going to see it. He going to be like, suck my dick. And he going to walk away.
Stupid.
Stupid.
But I mean, if I had that chance just to interact with him, I would low key just be like, I don't know, like, cause I just be like, hey man, in that moment I'd be like, I wish you nothing but the best of luck. But if I wanted to have like a real interaction, I would want to have some time. Where
Yeah,
I would want to sit down and like.
Y'all want to do like a J. Cole and Lil Pump interview?
Look,
Type
yeah,
shit.
that'd be
yeah,
fire
look,
though.
not even honestly, a 60 minutes type thing. A 60 minutes type
Wow.
interview.
See,
A 60 minutes type interview because like that way because like because I'm that person where like if I'm gonna ask you questions I want to get to the root of this. I want to know why.
so given his situation, like another reason why I side with him is because think about it if you were in his shoes. You sitting there, they got all you and your niggas wrapped up, and they talking about the minimum is 47 years if you don't say a word. And that's the minimum we give you without even putting you to trial. Or you can tell on the niggas who kidnapped you.
And that's why
Like-
And the fact that it was like, even if you don't tell, we have footage of them kidnapping you and wiretaps. So if you don't tell, you would just be stupid.
at the end of the day, it be your own niggas, bro. That's all.
All
I'm
I'm
gonna
going to tell dude is, you got it, bro.
I wish you
Stop
nothing
being
but
a hot boy. And
Yeah.
I just don't
Bless his heart.
stop being just think not twice, 3 times what you about to do before you do it. That's
Talking
what
about
I'll
some
tell
bless
him.
his
He
heart.
gonna move smarter now.
He gonna have to.
He gonna have to.
He gonna have to.
What?
And yeah, so well, we gonna see what's gonna come within next few weeks.
I think we should revisit this in 6 months.
Not
Or
even
like-
6 months, because he getting out the beginning of next year.
Yeah, I was gonna say, or we can revisit it.
When he get
When did we record our first episode?
Like in March.
It was like February.
Or
Like
February, March,
we should record it that day and talk about it that day. A year later.
We gonna see. Y'all let us know what y'all think. Do y'all think 6ix9ine's
God.
innocent? Do you guys think that he should be let go? Do you think his actions speak for his consequences? Let us know your thoughts. Like, comment, subscribe.
All that good
It's
stuff.
fucking Treyway.
Ugh.
That was ugly. That was
Hey,
ugly.
get him.
Fo.
Do anything for clout. They do anything for clout. Do anything for clout. They do anything for clout.